We're in San Antonio. The Spurs with home court playing here at the AT&T Center. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. All right, let's set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. On the court for the Hornets, we've got Cody Zeller. Kemba Walker is out there with Lee. Then there's Batum, and it's Williams at power forward. Lee kicks to Walker. Picked by Zeller. Nice D from Duncan.
And Nicholas Batum injuring his wrist last season. He was pushed in the back by Larry Sanders on a dunk and went down hard.
And stolen by Aldridge. And Parker, here we go. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
Can't be any surprise to you that Tim Duncan, folks, last year became the leading rebounder of all active players. Passed up Kevin Garnett for that honorable distinction. We're talking 15,000 rebounds total over 18 seasons.
San Antonio making a switch here. Mills is checked in. And a switch here also for Charlotte. Lamb's checked in. And it's sent back by Aldridge. They retain possession. And that one's good.
McMurder offense.
He got a great read of where that miss was going, and that allowed him to be the first guy to it and get the putback.
Getting back to Duncan's rebounding, he's always had the great size and wingspan and timing, and he really positions himself well for those rebounds. But what seems to separate him is his quiet toughness. He'll never back down.
Yeah, it's hard. You know, he's not a guy that's going to yell or pump his fist. He's not going to flex his muscles to the crowd. He just silently assassinates you
well said.
out on the floor.
You're right. You're so right. And the Hornets making a change here. Jefferson's checked in. Lamb. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Lamb's got his first points in this one.
You know, the defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. You know he doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
He might not have the long-range ability of some other guys, but he will knock down open ones like that.
And he gets it to go.
You know, they've scored several times already here in the first quarter down low. I like that.
It's like a running game in football. When you can pound the basketball inside, it also allows you to control the team's transition.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Back to Parker. The 18-footer is right on the mark. Parker's got his second basket.
Guys, you know, you're not going to hit that shot too often. That's high risk.
After making it to the playoffs in 2014, the Hornets couldn't repeat the feat in 2015. A slow start probably, Greg, more than anything else did him in.
Really disappointing season coming in with such high expectations, and 33-49, just not good enough to get into the playoffs in any season.
Off the screen.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
The Spurs making a switch here. Simmons is checked in. Here is Parker. Off the inbound pass. He lays it in. Parker's got 6.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie.
And it's Walker penetrating. Here's Jefferson. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation.
Tyler Hansbrough's checked in for the Hornets. Hansbrough is screen on Parker. Back to Batum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Spurs have gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. Here's Marjanovic.
And Steve Clifford might not be the most famous coach in the NBA, but he has plenty of experience, and everyone in the league knows exactly how well versed he is as a coach.
No good on the second free throw. Charlotte trailing. Lamb dishes to Walker. In transition, here comes San Antonio. Parker passes to Simmons. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
Well, that's inexcusable to throw a pass that far off the mark.
Charlotte has gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. And it's Walker penetrating. And stolen by Aldridge. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge.
That is just a careless turnover. You've got to be smarter in those exchanges.
The Hornets shooting well right out of the gates here at around 50%. And Lamb kicks to Batum. Hansbrough, that's good. Hansbrough's got his first basket. And Clifford in his third year now as a head coach, Greg. That experience you were just talking about. He has 29 years of coaching under his belt. He's a Van Gundy disciple. Clark was on the coaching staff for both brothers.
Yeah, and he's been with a lot of teams, Kevin. 13 seasons as an assistant for the Lakers, Rockets, Magic, and Knicks. That's his 4th straight make right out the chute. He's setting a pretty high standard for himself here.
Just like you draw it up before you come out.
A nice shot by Anderson. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Spurs.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
Hansbrough misses.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Yeah, I like the way they're setting the tone. Really playing with a lot of energy here at the start.
Here's Jefferson. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws.
Yeah, I
now
thought
for
that shit
him.
was going to go back in the fucking
The Hornets have
basket.
started out 0 of 1 from the line, missing their only other attempt earlier.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season.
Daniels, he's checked in for Jeremy Lamb. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And here's Anderson for 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
So far, so good for them at the offensive end here in the early going.
Yeah, the great field goal percentage to start, exactly what they were hoping for.
There's a screen by Hansbrough. Here's Daniels. And he overshot that one, missing.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a...
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Spurs lead by 10. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
How good has the ball movement been here? Just absolutely terrific.
Boy, that kind of timely passing, Greg, really fun to watch.
Aldridge out there with Anderson. Then it's Tony Parker. And it's Simmons in at the two-guard spot. So that's who San Antonio starts the second with. Aldridge drives in. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. And for LaMarcus Aldridge, always praised for his terrific shooting. His rebounding, as we know, Greg, has always been fantastic. Over the past 2 seasons, he's averaged double-digit boards.
And that's why so many teams wanted him in this last free agency period. His ability to put points on the board as well as clean the boards. What a deadly combination.
Hansbrough misses. Spurs leading by 9. Batum against Anderson. Screen by Jefferson. Daniels, no good.
And they continue to control the glass.
Guys, I think they've simply been the more physical team, and that's why they're ahead. He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Dishes it to Aldridge. The 10-footer. And the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. And the Spurs lead by 9. There's a screen by Hansbrough. Walker dishes to Hansbrough. Jefferson passing to Batum. They swipe it. And here we go. Here's Aldridge. It's blocked. And now Daniels pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And it's blocked. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession. Charlotte making a switch here. Lamb's checked in. Jefferson kicks to Hansbrough. San Antonio with the rebound. He's all alone. Here's Aldridge. Aldridge double team. Marjanovic.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
And Walker kicks to Lamb. Pass to Jefferson. And Jefferson gets double teamed. Clock at 6. Batum attacking. Anderson with the block. And that's out of bounds. Charlotte will retain possession.
Slow the hands up right now. Painful.
That's a 2-pointer from Walker. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Here's Parker. 8 points for him. Last season, Clark, the Spurs kept on winning as usual. They passed the Lakers, in fact, for the best winning percentage all time for a franchise.
Well, some of that has to do with the struggles the Lakers had last season, but more of it is credit to the Spurs. Consistency and high-quality play has been who they are and have been for 2 decades.
And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
And with the Spurs and their winning percentage, it's right above
They need a
60.
timeout after that.
Not bad for a team that joined the NBA back in 1977.
A lot of the Spurs' success, guys, with their winning percentage has come since the 90s. The way they are put together, who knows how high they can push that franchise winning percentage.
And now the first timeout called here for the Hornets.
And guys, remember, LaMarcus Aldridge last January suffering a torn ligament in his thumb, scheduled to undergo surgery and miss 2 months of the season, but he opted to tough it out and keep playing. And boy, how big was that for the Blazers?
some changes here for the Hornets. Cody Zeller's checked in for Jefferson. Williams comes in for Hansbrough. And it's Troy Daniels in for Nicholas Batum. And Aldridge postponing that thumb injury surgery, even though they said it might double his eventual recovery time.
Yeah, I think it's pretty admirable that he was out there because he wasn't just playing in pain. He was playing hurt. That shows you his commitment to winning. With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
Here's Lamb. Tries again. Here's Williams. And that one's good.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Aldridge, good.
An excellent display of passing out there, fellas. I mean, 8 of their last 10 points have been assisted on.
And they just keep finding the open man.
And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Yeah, you've got to make sure your feet are set when you set those screens, or they're going to call that on you.
Well, I thought maybe he was set. I know that's a difficult call to make, but I think they might have missed that one.
Here's Simmons. The shot is off, and it's the Hornets taking it the other way. Outside Aldridge. There's the dish to Simmons. Out to Parker.
Yo, my bad, man.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
I'll tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
Hornets trail by 15.
Oh.
Lamb passes to Williams.
No, but he's guarding me, though. He's guarding the 2, though.
Covered by Parker.
So you pass.
And the shot is good. Zeller's got 4 this quarter. Spurs have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter.
And one thing that everybody loves about Coach Pop is his frankness. You get a taste of it in interviews, but he's as honest and straightforward with you as he is with anybody else.
Yeah, that part, like on one of those top, it's hard to see.
From beyond the arc to start the second quarter.
Look at that, he's perfect.
Walker dishes to Williams. Charlotte moving it around. Here's Lamb. They recover it.
A good board there, Kevin, but
overall they're
getting slightly out-rebounded.
And that's a good place to start if you're going to try to find your way back into this game. Get to work on the glass.
That's good. 9 points for LaMarcus Aldridge.
I tell you what, fellas, we're seeing some really good ball movement out there.
Definitely. 10 of their last 12 points have come off assists.
Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone. A fast break now for Charlotte. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. The Hornets shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. First free throw is good. Tyler Hansbrough is checked in for Charlotte. Both shots good from the stripe. It's not really a surprise at this point, but the Spurs were in the playoffs last year. 18th consecutive appearance.
Yeah, and they weren't in that usual top 3 spot, though. Although, had they won the last game, instead of being the 6th, they would have been the 2nd.
Right.
Didn't have that home court advantage, and as they went up against the Clippers, it really cost them in that 7th game.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers.
And so that's the end of the first half. It's San Antonio up by 15. We're going to step away briefly.
Corey Joseph
be
being
right
used.
back
Corey
out here
Joseph
for the
being
start
used
of the
in
third quarter after
Toronto.
our halftime.
Yeah. He's this time. Oh yeah.
Well, we're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. It's been a clinic from Tony Parker.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
Greg, typically that's not the role he usually plays, and I'm not sure how comfortable he is in it, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and he's been able to do it to his credit.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started.
What a game for Tony Parker. He's got 10 points, and also those active hands of his have led to a pair of steals.
He can just change a game with his defense, and he's thrown off their rhythm completely the last several possessions.
Setting the floor for the Hornets. Tyler Hansbrough out there with Cody Zeller. Then it's Jeremy Lamb. Then there's Kemba Walker. And it's Daniels in the three spot. Here's Marjanovic. Howard down after the assist. Let him into the lane.
And chalk up a few more points for him there. This has been a one-sided game in just about every area.
Absolutely. I echo that sentiment. Their offense, their defense. I mean, it's all been terrific.
No, he's not. Yeah, they're just dumb.
You know, and for Cody Zeller, after that promising rookie campaign, he just did not tear it
like,
up.
They don't even get back on the free throws. Like, I could have taken that so hard on that free throw if I wanted.
But that was mostly due to the increase in playing time. Talented guy, no doubt, just still trying to find his way in the league.
And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
That one was solid. There's a big difference in the field goal percentages between these two teams here in the second half.
And, Greg, that difference has come about because we've got one team moving crisply, getting good shots, and the other is just kind of stagnant.
Hornets shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. And for Cody Zeller, Greg, there's a reason he was the 4th overall pick back in 2013. He showed the size and athleticism to be a
It brought him in, dude. He was wide open.
Now he has to do it at the pro level as well, and I think people are pretty confident he can.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with those folks myself because he does have the tools. It's now a matter of transitioning and becoming a little better shooting the ball than he's shown.
Parker with it. He's picked up by Walker. Here's Marjanovic. And he goes up strong with one hand and flushes it down.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's
I want to say it's like Mick Murdo, the one that's not playing D.
Combination of power and polish.
Because, like, they're always open, like, every time, so, like, Bud's guy has to pick up like almost every time.
Ever had in college has somehow seen his numbers steadily decline in the pros. Last season, he was in for an average of only 14 minutes a game, the lowest of his career, and he also only averaged about 4 points a game, which also equaled the lowest of his career. And putting in the work on the boards, and it's paying off with chances like that.
And GA, he does put in the work. You're right. It's why he's on the finishing end of one putback slam after another.
Well, his effort has never been a question mark. He is an incredibly self-motivated player.
And really, he's just done a great job of finding the open man every trip down.
Boy, it sure has seemed as though he's done it every time. It's been an awesome display of passing for him today.
And Walker kicks to Zeller. And Aldridge comes over to help. Shot by Zeller, no good. Clark, Tyler Hansborough has been a effort guy, but he hasn't, just displayed the physical tools needed to match up, it looks like, with bigger power forwards.
Yeah, and if you lack certain physical tools, you better have a well-developed skill set. That other area where Tyler has needed improvement is his skills. Still young enough to turn it around, but the clock continues to tick.
Charlotte calls timeout. Overall, a down year for the Hornets in the 2014-15 season. A big part of that was that they would struggle on the road.
Yeah, and they had playoff aspirations.
You'd imagine what we'd be doing these guys if we had Kawhi. Like,
because of
maybe.
the road struggle.
Yeah, we're kind of just like having fun with it right now.
And the Hornets call time here.
And last season, the Hornets ended with only 14 road wins. Even when they made the
they need
playoffs
to give them a little
in
more
2014, they weren't a team
like
that
ever since Ginobili got hurt, in real life they've been giving Simmons a lot more playing time. It's kind of helping his game. Oh yeah, they put him in there.
Jefferson's checked in for Zeller.
That's good.
On defense, the Spurs. Just 4 points. That's all they've given up here in the second half. Jefferson.
Oh, fuck.
The shot is off.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
And as you mentioned, the road record for the Hornets was not that good. I mean, they really struggled late in the year when they seemed to almost give up. They lost their last 7 road games and 9 of their last 10.
So he gets them both.
I thought Charlotte went to their bench as much as most other teams last season. Those guys ate up time for the starters, but weren't nearly efficient scoring the ball as you might want them to be.
Trying to break that ice-cold streak. No good from Lamb. And it's the Spurs ball. They're on a 20-6 run. A rebound by Jefferson. For the Hornets last season, their bench was weak at times. They just couldn't really score that well.
And the Hornets bench was the only bench to shoot under 40% from the floor for the season.
It's stolen by Lamb. And Lamb with a clear path to the hoop.
I wonder if he meant to pull up.
That mid-range jumper is just another one of his weapons.
They've been doing a great job of sharing the ball.
Excellent display of team play.
And guys, Sade comes to mind for me because right now that offense, it's a smooth operator.
Sade, I like that, Greg. He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
Walker against
Spurs. Oh my goodness.
Over to the wing. And that one's good. Simmons.
You killed all those guys.
Simmons got 14 points.
They're perfectly content to keep going to that mid-range jumper. If the defense is going to give it to them, they'll take it all day.
And it's about getting open looks, and they've used that shot with great effect here tonight.
Oh shit! I'm lagging harder, and I think I might lag out. Or no, never mind. It's coming back slowly. There you go.
Their rebounding has been off the charts today, guys. Reason number 1, this game is out of hand.
Exactly, Clark. Their lead is not surprising given their advantage on the back.
Anybody else get some hard lag there?
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here. And the call will be against Tony Parker. .103 left to play in the third. Right side Jefferson with the fadeaway. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Deep 2 from Anderson. Batum grabs the miss.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
Parker drives in. Here's Marjanovic.
Get that,
And
Margie.
Jefferson sends it back. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jefferson. Charlotte making a switch here. Williams is checked in. 23 seconds left to play in the third. The Spurs have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9. And Parker drops them both.
They got to keep fighting their way to the line, guys. This half, it's been nothing but success for them there.
Yeah, taking full advantage from the charity stripe. They've yet to miss here in the second.
Shots good by Walker.
8 of the last 10 points at that end of the court have been scored on very high percentage shots in the paint.
And really, there is no resistance defensively right now. It is just far too easy.
Batum attacking. And it's sent back by Aldridge. That's good. And that's now 9 points for Al Jefferson. Williams
Off
with
the
the
easy.
steal.
Oh, you made up for it.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's the Spurs opening up a huge gap. And we're coming right back after this break to get the 4th quarter underway. And we're rolling here again with the 4th quarter. Might not come down to the wire, but you never know. We've got Parker. Anderson is out there with LaMarcus Aldridge. Then it's Ray McCallum. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. Batum with the 3. It's hauled in by LaMarcus Aldridge. Aldridge has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Marjanovic.
I just pressed it earlier. What do y'all two get
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
What the fuck?
Took
He
the safe
passed
route
it to
there,
the wrong
wasn't
guy.
about to do anything.
He
that
like
would get
he
him in
passed
trouble
it to
on
the
that.
right guy, but then
Up
passed
and
it
in
to
with
the
one
wrong
hand, the
guy.
most basic finish
Oh,
possible.
dude, I
But he
would've
still
recorded
makes it look good.
Charlotte has gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Stolen by Anderson. Oh, and here comes Anderson all alone. And he gets the bucket. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Spurs.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And the other thing they've done since the beginning of this game is score points off turnovers and in bunches.
Batum for 3. And once again off the mark by Charlotte.
Boy, I tell you what, the complexion of this game would be completely different if he'd shot the ball anything like he's capable of.
And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Hornets have gone 0 of 3 to start the 4th quarter. The offensive rebound. And the dunk by Zeller.
And doing some dirty work on the offensive glass.
And then fouls it up, Greg, with heavy-duty jam on his mind with a terrific putback.
Got a pigeon on that one. Easy money right there, fellas. Going old school on you young fellas. Look that up, pigeon.
For Charlotte, they've gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. And again, San Antonio running the court in transition.
Multiple possessions have been the story of the game, and even with the big lead, this team continues to be quicker to the ball.
And Lamb kicks to Batum. Launches a three. And he gets it to go.
And he had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
Spurs have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call.
My bad, bud. I know
Spurs making a switch here. Simmons has checked in.
I just knew they were all going to tell.
For Charlotte, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
It's deflected. And stolen by Zeller. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Aldridge. Here's Lamb. And play stops as it looks like they call an over the back here.
Yeah, not afraid of the physical play, but he still needs to stay under control.
Yeah, he obviously was not under control right there. Not much doubt he was going to get whistled for the over the back call.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant, and this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
Here's Marjanovic. Well, it was only a matter of time, but they finally get the bucket.
He's played an
Oh,
important
that's
role in their
CDG right
offense today,
there.
guys. Without him, they may not be in the lead.
They get it back. Here's Zeller. Off target at the rim. Anderson can't get that one to fall.
He's going to play his way right onto the bench and out of the game if he continues to shoot it like he has so far in this quarter.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And he's able to get it back. And the shot is good. 20 points for Tony Parker. Here's Walker. Second chance shot. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds to the Hornets as Charlotte retains possession. Here's Lamb. 3 from the inbound.
He's still looking for his first three-pointer of the second half after making just one in the first.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Aldridge.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And it's Walker penetrating. And that's an air ball. Not even close. That's good. And it's now 22 points for Tony Parker.
Such a strong finisher on the fast break.
And Greg, I love the fact he's always in control. Even though he's going at breakneck speed, he still maintains his body control.
Here's Zeller. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a three-point play. That's on LaMarcus Aldridge.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
Incredible, incredible body control right there. Don't know how he was able to get that one to go, but it sure was a thing of beauty to watch.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for San Antonio.
And they could do no wrong today, Steve. That's right. This was a team performing to its Clark fullest capability.
Yeah, and a very satisfying win for him, too. A game to remember, and on the other side, definitely one you want to forget as soon as possible.
I mean, when you look at the stats, you'll see just how dominant a game this was. for Aldridge. And you have to love the effort he put forth on the glass. He played with a fire no one else could match as he chased down those rebounds.
Here's Anderson. Throws down the breakaway jam.
And they're not finished just yet. They're going to make sure about this win.
Yeah, not taking any chances, Greg. This is how you close a game out. Textbook.
And just a terrific job of taking care of business in front of the home fans.
And, Greg, those fans had a hand in the win. I mean, they gave this team a big lift throughout the game. I thought there was great energy in the building.
There's 18 seconds left in the game. And out of bounds as the Hornets gain possession.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. A terrible turnover.
And Walker kicks to Zeller. Mills with the steal. Fires from deep. And it's blocked.
Yeah, at least a foul.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. They poured it on tonight, Clark. A dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
I don't think they have anything but positives to take away from this win.
Yeah, I'll play again.
Offensively, defensively, every aspect of the game, it all went right for them.
And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.
I sent him a message. I'm seeing what's up with him. Probably not. I mean, we fucking